Well, James Ward-Prowse has headed to the London Stadium. Flynn Downes has gone the other way. He's gone to Southampton on a season-long loan. Now, this is, as I'm recording this has literally just happened. This is Monday afternoon. I think this video will be coming out on around Wednesday. So obviously it'll be old news by then. But I still thought I'd jump on and discuss and talk about, what this transfer means. And to be honest, it's a little bit out of the blue because when James Ward-Prowse signed for the club, it was sort of made clear that to facilitate the deal and to kind of maybe as a gesture of goodwill, we would let Flynn Downes go the other way on a season-long loan. And then obviously Ward-Prowse signed and there was sort of nothing about it. There was nothing really happened. So I assume that Flynn Downes wasn't completing that move. But supposedly it's been done for quite a while now. And it's just today being announced. And that's why it's come, so out of the blue, because I hadn't really heard much about the move actually taking place or any rumours about the move taking place until it literally just came out. Quite a few things to consider here. Number one, would he actually get into the first team this year? Is there actually a place for him in the squad? And to be honest, I would say no. I know we've got a lot of cup games and a lot of games to play this season, but you've got Edson Alvarez, Thomas Souček, that's CDM centre mid. That's our two CDMs, because I think Moyes is trying to put Souček in maybe more of a, I don't know. He played very defensively against Chelsea and against Bournemouth. He was recognised as our CDM on the pitch. So in the pivot with like what James Ward-Prowse. So I wonder. It seems like he's our CDM alongside Alvarez. You've then got Fornals and James Ward-Prowse in our number 8 sort of position, and then you've obviously got Paqueta and hopefully Mohamed Kudus in our number 10 position. So I'm wondering where this game time is going to come in for Flynn Downes. And I think for the age he's at, it kind of makes sense, especially if it made the Ward-Prowse deal happen. If I know that they wanted to sign him and we sort of opted for a loan move instead. But yeah, for me, I think that this deal has probably been put in place as a gesture of goodwill to facilitate the James Ward-Prowse deal. They're losing, they're probably their best player and, a player that they weren't really willing to sell. So for us to say, listen, you're interested in Flynn Downes, we don't want to sell him, but we're going to give him to you on loan for a season, and that will help, soften the blow of losing James Ward-Prowse. So that's number one. Is he going to get any game time? Probably not. Number two, is this move actually beneficial to Flynn Downes? I don't think so. I mean, we signed him from the Championship. We signed him from, I believe it was Swansea City. We know he can play the Championship level. We know he can play at that level. So sending him out to a Championship club is not really going to tell us much. It's not really going to, unless the plan in place obviously is, we don't think he's going to get much game time this year. So at least if he plays in the Championship, he's going to get some form of first team football. But, in my eyes, if you're thinking along those lines, surely you want to test him out in the Premier League instead. Surely you want to, loan him over to maybe like Wolves or Forest or, a club like that, or even like a Luton, or a Sheffield, who is going to give him first team football in the Premier League that we can't offer him at the moment, and allow him to grow and better his career. What is he going to learn in the Championship? He was one of the best players in the Championship when we signed him, and he was absolutely brilliant. So is he really going to learn that much in Southampton? I feel like this move is just, I feel like after this move is completed, the loan move, it's inevitable that whether Southampton go up or whether Southampton go down, he's going to sign for Southampton. That's the kind of feeling I get, and it's a shame really, because Flynn Downes is a proper West Ham fan. He said it was like a dream come true to be able to sign for West Ham. Obviously adds, very links to Crystal Palace. In fact, he did like the media shoot at Palace. He had the shirt on and everything. And then West Ham hijacked the deal, and all of a sudden he went to West Ham because it was a no-brainer for him. So it is a shame that, this move to me indicates that he's not part of our long-term plans, because why would you loan out a midfielder you signed from the Championship a year ago back to the Championship if you thought he was ready to play Premier League football, thought that he was going to be part of your squad? Because like I said, he's not going to learn anything in the Championship. He's not going to, you always learn your game, but I think he needs to be tested against higher level opponents. And that's no disrespect to the Championship. It's one of the hardest leagues in the world, but he's already played at Championship level, proved he can do it. Surely the next step is, like I said, a new test and going to a Premier League side. But, I feel like it is just to facilitate the James Ward-Prowse move. And if we have to put him out on loan for a season or even sell him at the end of that, then I'm happy to do that, because I think James Ward-Prowse is going to be such a crucial player to us this season. I think he's going to be such an asset to have, and he really suits our style of football. And realistically, Flynn Downes wasn't going to get much of a chance this year, having us signed Alvarez, and obviously with Thomas Souček not making way, he's probably our third choice CDM, which I think is not. I don't. That doesn't sit right with me. I think Souček is not as good as Flynn Downes, and I actually really rate Flynn Downes. I think the games that he's played, he's got man of the match in most of them. He breaks up play really, really well. His passing's brilliant. He's got a brilliant attitude. Great tackle on him as well. He's good at reading the game. When Declan Rice left, I said, why not let Flynn Downes take that sort of number 6 spot and see what you can do with it? Yeah, sign a replacement, but why not give him the number 6 spot? Give him a chance to show what you can do. But I can't imagine him being in Moyes' plans if he's basically signed a new number 10 in Kudus, which again hasn't happened yet, but I'm hoping it will happen. I signed a new number 8 in James Ward-Prowse and a new number 6 in Alvarez. We're potentially getting a whole new midfield 3. And when Declan Rice was at the club last year, if only lost one midfielder, when Declan Rice was at the club last year, Flynn Downes didn't really even get a sniff. So you got 3 more competitors to deal with. Minus one for Declan Rice, you've got 2 more competitors to deal with. And I just can't see him getting in the first team this year, unfortunately. And I think that's why the deal has been sanctioned. That, and of course, the fact that the Ward-Prowse deal probably hinged a little bit on that being done. But I think Southampton is a brilliant club. They're really good at taking young players and developing them. I think Southampton will have a really good run in the Championship as well. Maybe we'll have a good cup run as well. I really do like Southampton. I think that's a good environment to send a young player into, because let's be fair, he's only like 23, 24, so he has got room to grow. I just think in my eyes, if this move was for Flynn Downes' development, then a Premier League move would make a lot more sense, or even just a move abroad. Moving him back to the Championship where we already know what he can do, we already know he can play that level, doesn't make too much sense to me. But like I said, of course, I feel like this is just for today, the James Ward-Prowse move, and that's why it's been done. My final sort of thoughts on it is, yeah, I'd probably rather have him at the club than not, but I can understand why he's left. I think for him, he kind of has to do it just to keep his fitness up, get some first team football. I don't see him get a chance in the first team. But I do hope that at the end of this loan, he's not just going to move to Southampton. I do hope that we give him his chance at CDM as a backup CDM, or even maybe try him out in the midfield or wherever it may be. I do hope that this isn't the last time we've seen Flynn Downes put on a West Ham shirt.